Welcome to what is going to be my bedroom. This is technically the third day I'll be at this priming prepping stuff, and I'm hoping to have this bedroom all primed by the end of the day. Because this is a 1984 and hasn't really ever had anything done to it. There's lots of little holes to fill and a whole bunch of just little things. But I'm feeling optimistic that today I can have this all white with primer. That would make me so happy. Before I get some stuff on, because there's lots of dirt and goop.
Either it stays white, it might look okay, we're gonna have to put some kind of piece on it.
Oh yeah.
So
oh yeah.
I'm gonna try to cut them.
I guess it depends
How hard.
what's falling out. One of the other projects that we've got going on is I want to remove panels and make one big slider. So I got my dad here. What is that? Jigsaw? That's not jigsaw. That's
Jigsaw, yeah.
It is a jigsaw. We don't know who did the last upgrade to this, but there's definitely some paint that was done and some new upholstery, some changes to the cupboard system. We don't know who did that. We don't know their carpentry background, their renovation background. So we're always finding new things that become obstacles. It's part of the adventure. That's part of what will make this worth it when it's all done. Woohoo! Oh, that looks so good. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. For some filler to dry before I sand, and then I can prime the whole bedroom. I wanted to take some time to explain what this was about. I mentioned this in the vlog I did a couple days ago to my future self, where I kind of touched on the fact that I was experiencing burnout 1 year ago from a university system. The story of that is I got into a program in Montreal that would have me finish my degree in athletic therapy, and they said that they would take all of the courses that I completed in British Columbia, so that should mean that I should only have about a year to a year and a half left to finish my degree. Once I got there, I submitted my forms and everything showing the course equivalence, and they waited until a day or two after the drop deadline with refund to tell me that no, none of my courses would transfer. That was a huge blow to my motivation and desire to continue going, especially because being an out-of-province student, I paid $3,200 for 4 classes. If I was actually going to be finished my degree in the year, that's okay, because then that's actually sooner than I would have been finished in British Columbia, so it averaged out. But because in their eyes they said, no, you're a first-year student again. I was 27 at the time, and I just basically said, forget that. That's not what I want to do. So I finished this semester as best I could with zero motivation, and I spent the whole summer last summer really just struggling to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. the schooling system just wasn't panning out the way I had wanted it to or hoped it to. Yeah, I played with a bunch of ideas, between starting a coffee stand that I could bike around with and just chill on the beach all day and make some coffees for people and hang out, to starting a podcast, a couple podcasts that would just get me creative in things I was interested in again. And then kind of out of nowhere, I don't even really remember how it happened, the idea of trying to live full-time in an RV was brought to my attention, and I just immediately started searching. Had my dad searching as well in Alberta to see what kind of deals we could get moving into the end of the summer. So, really sketchy situation actually. We found this RV, which is much bigger than I was anticipating on buying, but the price was right. It was $3,900, 70,000 kilometers on it. Engine and everything are in great condition. Overall, it's a great unit. I made my first vlog about it where I flew from Vancouver to pick up the RV and get that all set. That was the beginning of this idea. That was where this started to come to fruition. It wasn't full yet because I was leaving to coach for the whole winter, and then I wouldn't be able to fix this until now. But that's when I started to feel alive again and excited, and like I was living an adventure and pursuing something that was just experience over anything else. Just what an experience. So this whole idea was born out of extreme stress and burnout and just death to all motivation I ever had. Kind of kicked me into a direction of adventure that I've wanted to be living, but maybe was too afraid to actually push myself into until you kind of hit like a rock bottom. So now we're here. The hammering is my dad outside working on getting rid of the antenna. So probably a long story long. That's what this came from. Okay, I'm not sure how much battery life I have left, but and then ready for paint whenever I get to that. Might not seem like much, but it feels so good.